with two beautiful trophies, the first place trophy as well as a challenge trophy. The challenge trophy, which is sponsored by Mr. President Sam himself, and the first place trophy, which was sponsored by Mr. Kevin Phillip, the chairman of the Sakigami Regional Corporation. We hoping to have him here tonight as well. We know that the weather might delay a bit, but yeah. So as we get ready to start, um, we see the ninth graders team, the batsmen already padded up and ready to go. So it gives me great pleasure as one of the tournament organizers to start this final. All the best, guys. Injury free, please, and have a great day.
Pleasant good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome from Cricket 360 TV. It's the Cunaripo Sports and Cultural Club in collaboration with Preston Sam. It's the finals here tonight of their T20 matchup. In the finals, it's the Allstar versus the Night Raiders. They are facing off here tonight in this action-packed T20 as it is promised for you here tonight. The All Stars would have won the toss and they would have chosen to bowl first. Opening the bowling for them is Russell on Roscoe. On strike, the batting team is Israel Gonzalez. And it starts off immediately taking the single to get the ball rolling here. So Israel immediately off the mark. It's putting Vashish now into strike. Shot. And good running between the wickets. They hustle back for a second and they make it comfortably. So driving through the onside, peeling off the edge, going straight down to that man deep in the cover region. This one keeping low and driving again into the covers, and it's going to make its way all the way for 4 runs. It's the first boundary of the match, and you could hear the applause all over as the excitement begins. It kicks off here at the Cunaripo ground. This one keeping very low, striking him on a pad, but would have been going down the leg side. It's going to be a dot ball. So definitely going to be some invariable bounce here tonight. Quite a bit of rainfall earlier on this evening. Coming around the wicket. And he's playing this one straight back. There's a man at long off. Just going to be a single. And that's going to complete the first over here this evening. The Night Riders already off to a healthy start. Already 9 runs off that first over. New ball into the attack, Christian Ramrup. This one high, going straight to the man at point. And he's caught. That one pretty high. Umpires having a bit of consultation in the middle. And it's out. It's the first wicket down here. Let's have a look at that again. Hitting it on the full and hitting it straight to the man at point. Securing that catch. And they are going to get that breakthrough here. It's the wicket of Israel Gonzalez. He has to go. He would have contributed 8 here. So Christian Ramrup immediately getting that breakthrough. First ball of his over. Breaking that first wicket partnership. Penetrating the attack here this evening. New batsman into the attack. Steven Suklal getting off the mark immediately with that single. Vashish Maharaj, the man back in strike, right-handed bat. There's protection in that deep cover region. There's a man at long on. Just 3 men on that leg side area. So not much protection on the leg. He will be having to keep that line tight on the offside. Bowling right arm over the wicket. Angling this one into the leg. Managing to work it off the hips. It's going to be a leg by coming off the partner bat on that one. Yeah. So both batsmen on one here. Right hand, left hand combination at the crease. Rotating that strike nicely, keeping that scoreboard ticking. Protection at deep cover. There's a third man. Point. And a long off. This one short. Getting quite a bit of bounce, making its way straight through to the keeper. The bounce just looks like it would have surprised Vashish a bit there. Cramping him for space, not being able to work it on the offside. And again, he's trying to play at it, swinging and missing. It's going to be another dot. That's going to complete his first over, Christian Ramrup. Only conceding 3 from it and a wicket. Russell Orozco, he's going to continue. This is going to be his second over. Coming from the southern end, southern pop increase. Working that ball into backward point and hustling through for the single. Orozco now against the right-handed Vashish. Vashish Maharaj. And this one is pitching, striking him on the body. A bit of extra bounce there, surprising him. We are seeing that extra bounce here. And this time, popping up straight back to the bowler. And just couldn't hold on to it. So a half of a chance there. Let's take a look at that again. Catching the Vashish high on the bat. Popping back to the bowler. Just a half a chance put down there. This one played well off the hips and it's going to go all the way for 6 runs. The first 6 of the match. Well timed and well just flicked off the hips by the right-handed Vashish Maharaj. Let's take a look at that again. Yes, just using the bounce and the pace of the delivery, working it off the hips nicely onto the onside in a square region for 6. So the hunt is on now as they try to recover that ball. Yeah, so a lovely 6 there in that last delivery. Flicked away by Maharaj. 2 balls remaining. It is over from Orozco. This one just pushed onto the offside for a single. He's going to continue right over the wicket for Steven Suklal. And this one, again, that extra bounce. Just cramping Suklal. Is going to be a dot delivery to end that over. And after 3 complete, the score now is 20 for the loss of 1. So Christian Ramrup, he's going to continue his spell. He's going to be coming right arm over the wicket. Maharaj driving and driving. There's a man at the long off. That's going to get a single. So batting really well here at the Night Raiders. Rotating that strike well. Picking off those stray deliveries. Already getting 2 boundaries so far in this innings. He's going to change his line and come around the wicket for the left-hander. Just pushing it there on the offside to that man at point for the single. Again, it's a good running between the wickets, good rotation of strike, keeping that scoreboard ticking, keeping those runs coming onto the board, keeping the pressure on against the All-Star squad. Trying to work it off his hips onto the onside, or just been struck on the body there. Umpire's going to signal leg byes. Still managed to scamper through for a single. So taking all the runs that they could get here. Suklal on strike. And he's flicking this one into the fine leg region. It's going to go all the way to the boundary. It's 4 runs. He would have just waited on that. Got to the pitch of the delivery and flicked it away. All of that outfield being slow, it had enough on it. Enough legs on it to find its way all to the boundary. So another boundary, just releasing that pressure and putting the pressure back onto the bowling side. And he's driving. This one is going to go all the way over the man in the infield. Had just enough height to beat that man in the infield for a single. There was protection in that middle-off region, as well as in deep cover position. So they would have just restricted him to a single. Last delivery in the second over by Ramrup. It's going to be the right-handed Vashish Maharaj facing. Oh, this one short and bouncing, striking him high onto the body. It's going to be a dot delivery to end that over. After the completion of 4, the score now 28 for the loss of 1 wicket. Orozco is going to be continuing with his third over. He's going to go right arm over the wicket to the left-handed. And look at that bounce. Signal no ball. And it's going to be a free hit. Must have been a front foot no ball, but quite a bit of extra bounce. So a free hit. And he's swinging at this one. Not making any good connection. Is going to run. It's going to trickle down to the man at third man. And they come through for a single. And this one is struck. It goes high. It goes straight up in the air. Fielder is settling on it. And he jokes it. That one went miles up. Almost meeting the moon on the way up there. Quite a task for the fielder to follow that ball on its descent. Couldn't secure the catch in the end. And the batsman gets another life. Score moves up to 35 now for one. And again driven. It goes high up into the air. The fielder settles and he takes the catch. It's going to be Sukral. He's going to have to go. That man at mid-off just settling there. Comfortably under the ball. And taking a comfortable catch in the end. Just beaten for pace there on that occasion. Must have taken the pace off the ball. And he skied it up. Straight to the fielder. And it's wicket number 2. Batsman replacing him will be Ricardo Sam. The fielder Ricardo Sam taking a magnificent catch there in the end to secure the second wicket for the Allstars. New batsman to replace Jamal Bob. Bob, right-handed batsman. Two deliveries remaining in this over for Orozco. Orozco getting his breakthrough, securing his wicket. And very watchful as he comes forward in solid defense, facing his first delivery. This one he's working it in onto the offside. Yeah, that point region. He's going to get off the mark, Bob, and he's going to retain the strike for the next over. That's going to complete the 5th. The score moves now. Still one delivery remaining. first ball of the over was a no ball, so there's an extra in this over. So one remaining. Suklal on strike. Packed offside field for Suklal. Just one man in the deep at long off. And Suklal is driving this one straight down to that man at long off. He's going to get a single and retain the strike for the next over. So that after that delivery, it's now 5 completed. The score 38 for the loss of 2 wickets. That projected score at around 7 runs and over, just over 7 runs and over right now. It's looking at around 152. It's going to be Ramrup continuing his spell. It's going to be his 3rd over. Ramrup only conceding 10 off of his last 2 overs and a wicket. It's going to be the left-handed Suklal facing off the first delivery of this over. Comes around the wicket. This one high and is driven into the offside. There's a fielder there in the deep in the cover region. Just going to restrict him to a single. Jamal Bob. He would have already gotten off the mark. But he's going to face off his first delivery against Ramrup. Coming right arm over the wicket. You could see him bowling just back of a length, looking for that extra bounce. But Bob, very watchful early in his inning. Just looking to see what that ball is doing off the matting. This one a bit fuller. Driven straight back past the bowler. It's going to go through for the single. So it's going to bring Suklal back into strike. Moving along pretty nicely here. Are the All-Stars managing to rotate that field in a timely manner? Not wasting any time here this evening. Just outside the line of the off stump, cutting it to the man at point. And good running between the wickets. They come through and they complete a single. Rotating that strike really, really nicely here. Very damp evening at the Cunaripo Recreation Ground here in East Trinidad. Had quite a bit of rain earlier. Very, very soggy. Very, very soggy wicket. This one driven straight to the man at points. Keeping it very tight here. Not being able to penetrate that packed offside field. This time Bob trying to flick it onto the leg side. That ball gliding past him straight through to the keeper. And that's going to complete the third over for Christian Ramroop. 6 complete now. The score moves on to 41 for the loss of 2 wickets. And we're back live here. It looks like Orozco is going to complete his spell. He's on his 4th over. This one keeping a bit low. Just patting it off onto that leg side. They're going to hustle through for a quick single. And it's a right-handed Jamal Bob. He's going to face off against Orozco here this afternoon at the Komoto Recreational Ground. Very heated and humid at the moment. This one full. And just the supporters and fans would have been asking a bit more out of the batsman on that occasion. Full toss, a nice juicy full toss. Just defended on the back foot. Maybe his eyes haven't been adjusted quite as well as he would like for it to be as yet. Jamal Bob. This time trying to flick onto the leg side, but a little bit wide on the leg side. Umpire signals wide. He'll have to reload that delivery. Orozco would have moved through his overs pretty well here this afternoon so far. This one pushed onto the offside. The man at point giving chase. But there's protection as well and deep cover position. Just going to restrict the batsman to 1. Just a single. Suklal is going to be back into strike. Suklal a bit more set. He would have already managed to harvest 18 runs, contributing 18 runs to the overall score of 44. This one almost Yorker length. Just pushing it to the man at point. So one thing we have seen so far tonight by the Night Raiders, they have managed to keep that strike rotating, keep those runs ticking, keep that scoreboard ticking over, keep piling those runs onto the main scoreboard. Even if boundaries are difficult to get here this evening with the dampened conditions on the outfield, as well as that extra bounce we have been seeing on so many occasions. This one bowl a bit more full and is driven straight back to the man at long off for a single. This one again, driven straight back to the man at long off. A bit slippery out there on that outfield. Losing his foot in there. But still doing a good job to restrict the batsman to just a single. And that will complete his final over, Orozco. So it's 7 complete now. That score 47 for the loss of 2 wickets. That run rate just under 7 runs and over. This evening, the match is under the patronage of the MP for Komoto Manzanilla, Mrs. Shivana Sam. And we have also seen here this evening present that MP for Toko Sandy Grandi, the Honorable Wayne Stage. So good display of support by the MPs and supporters for both teams as well. Dispersed right around the field. A good turnout for this very damp evening here at the Cunaripo ground, East Trinidad. Ramrup is going to complete his 4th over for his spell, conceding just 13 from his last 3 and picking up a wicket as well. He's coming right arm around the wicket. Very good tight line and length, bowling wicket to wicket. Just pulling that ball into the onside mid-wicket. There's a man there just restricting them, keeping it very tight, restricting them to a single. One strike. When would Bob pull that trigger? That ball just climbing on him, cramping him for space. Just being able to work it off the hips into the short mid-wicket region. He's just going to take that single to bring Suklal back onto strike. Suklal would have freed up his arms a bit more over the course of the evening. In this first inning, this matchup against Knight Raiders versus the All-Stars team. And he's driving this one to the man at deep cover. Just a single. This one is wide. Just losing his line a bit here. Ramrup trying to keep that ball on the body of the right-hander. Trying to keep that line tight. Not give him any room to work with. And this time he's able to work it off his hips. Straight down to the man at square leg. He's going to take that single. Still a good tight over so far by Ramrup. Suklal is driving this one into the cover region. Just for a single. So doing quite a good bit of work there, these fielders on that offside area. Restricting these batsmen to just singles. Last ball of his spell. And his 4th over Ramrup. Will he finish strong? And he does. Just keeping that line tight outside the off stump. Batsman driving at it, missing everything. It goes through to the keeper. It's going to complete his spell. And it's also going to complete the 8th over of this inning here this afternoon by the All-Stars. After the 8th over is complete, the score now is 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. And we are back live with that action for you here at 360 TV. It's the Night Raiders versus the All-Stars in this finals. This T20 final matchup in the Cunaripo Sports and Cultural Club in collaboration with Preston Sam. It's their final here tonight. 9th over. New bowler into the attack, Akil Timothy. But just lost his foot in there. We can see on the screen it's Stacey Ann King. She has made her way here. This one high, cut away to the offside. So Timothy is going to conceive his first runs off of his over. The right-handed Bob is going to face off his first delivery against Timothy. Stacey Ann King, female cricketer for Trinidad and Tobago. Also a commentator. She has made Trinidad proud in so many events. West Indies women's cricket. Again, strained wide. And they're going to scamper through for a single as well. Time cutting straight to the man at point. It's going to be a dot delivery. Good comeback by Timothy. Just to remind you here, some of our sponsors. We have Preston Sam of Advanced Taxation. Ranali's Professional Services. The Next Eating Place. Christopher Prasad and Family. Daffan Trading Company Limited. Genesis Industrial Solutions Limited. Prisan Hardware. Indra's Garden Shop. ACI Electrical Services. C's Auto Accessories and C's Total Tool Shop. This one cut away. Straight to the man. In deep cover position, he misfields that ball and it goes all the way to the boundary for 4. Also sponsoring this tournament, we have the Nanlal family, the Bisesa Singh family, and the Dylan Partap. Again, cut straight to the man at point. One delivery remaining in his first over, Timothy. Oh, and working this well. This is one well to the leg side. A man at fine leg. Cuts it off. Just going to be a single to complete the over. 10 of that over. And after the completion of 9 overs, the score now is 62 for the loss of 2 wickets. Just to remind our viewers, the MVP prize, the prize for the most valuable player, is sponsored by Ranali's Professional Services. The second prize tonight, the trophy, is sponsored by Calvin Cicheran. And the first prize Cash prize by Preston Sam and a trophy by Kenwin Phillip. We are into our 10th over. New bowler into the attack. Juan Ramrup. Juan Ramrup will be coming right arm over the wicket. It's Suklal on strike. This one played well, pushed well to the offside. That's going to be a single. Oh, and he's cleaned him up. Bale's falling all over the place. He's going to get his first wicket here, Juan Ramrup. Batsman had no idea where that ball would have passed. We'll have a look at that one again. Yeah, just driving at that one, pushing forward at that one. Would have beaten the edge of the bat and found its way between bat and pad. Sneaking its way, taking that bails off. Taking those bails off. And Bob has to go. 63 for 3 now. New batsman coming into the crease to replace Bob.
Anderson.
It's going to be Anderson. Anderson Mahes. So at the fall of that wicket, umpire is going to take this opportunity to call a drinks break. So while they take their drinks break, we are also going to take a very short break and we'll be back with you live with the action here from the Cunaripo cricketing ground. And we're back live here from the Cunaripo Cricket Ground, East Trinidad. Just after the drinks break now. Last delivery would have seen a wicket. G1 Ramrup would have been the man breaking the stumps with an excellent delivery to take the wicket of Bob. New batsman into the attack, Anderson Mahes. Mahes, left-handed batsman. Just to remind our viewers this evening, our cameraman joining us here at Cunaripo, Ian Wilson. Our producer, Dylan Sharma. And commentating for you here this evening, it's yours truly. My name is Ravi Jagrup. Fielders are ready. Bowler is ready. Umpire ready to resume. And the resumption commences with a swing and a miss. Could see those spectators, those fans coming out now. The crowd building around the ground. I see it on the eastern side of the ground. Those fans are settling. Coming out to support their teams here tonight. This one cut away to the man at point. Good run in between the wickets for a single. This one is lofting back over the bowler. It's going to come through for a single. Mahes, he's going to retain the strike. It completes 10 overs now. That score pushes up to 66 for the loss of 3 wickets. Just under 7 and over. A projected score just around 140. So a good display of cricket all around from both teams. The All-Stars, the bowling attack, and the Night Raiders batting with 3 wickets down here. Already putting 66 on the board, halfway mark in this inning. Timothy is going to continue his attack from the northern end. Timothy, left arm orthodox over the wicket. And the fielder makes a good diving effort there to recover that ball. Just restricting batsmen to a single on that occasion. Suklal batting on really nicely. He's already on 31. 31 runs just after 27 deliveries he has faced. So moving along pretty well here is Suklal. He's pushing this one into the offside. Keeping those singles rotating that strike. Keeping that scoreboard ticking. Keeping the environment warm here for the spectators and the fans at the Cunaripo Recreation Ground in this final matchup here of this tournament. He's pulling this one into the onside. There's a man at deep mid-wicket, however. Just going to keep it a single. Very, very still. No breeze here tonight. So a very hot and humid night in Cunaripo. Just on the back foot here. Very soft bat. Working it onto that onside. Again for a single. Sokla is caught in this time, but it cannot dissect the field. It can't be those fielders and deep cover. Quite a bit of water settling in that area as well. We can see those fielders treading water on the outskirts of that boundary. This one keeping low, getting that bat down on time. And he's going to take a single to retain the strike. 11 gone now, 72 for 3. And it's going to be G1 continuing from the southern side. That ball worked down to third man. Just using the pace of the ball and guiding it. Mahis now in the bat. Two left-handers at the crease. And he's flicking this way. This one fine off the leg. The keeper has to give chase. And they managed to squeeze a single out off of that delivery. This one lifting on him. Almost taking that edge on the way through to the keeper. A dot delivery on his third, Juan Ramrup. And he's driving at this one. Goes down to that man at deep cover. For a single, so not much boundaries here. Just singles. Batsmen have to work hard for their runs. And Anderson Mahis back in strike. And this one with that extra bounce, but this time on the leg side, umpire has a signal wide. So two more remaining in G1 Ramrup's second over. This one Worked onto the leg side. There's a man in the deep. Another single. Oh, he's driving this one straight back down to the man at long off. And it's like clockwork here. It's single after single. It's going to complete Ramroop's second over. 12 gone now. 78 for the loss of 3 wickets. Is sponsored by Ronali's Professional Services. Second prize trophy sponsored by Calvin Cicheran. And that first prize, that cash prize, sponsored by Preston Sam, and a trophy by Kenwin Phillip. So we want to say thanks to our sponsors here this evening. Those are just some of our sponsors. We're going to give credit to them as we go along. But for now, the action has to recommence. This one picked up on the full and worked backward, a fine leg, and it's going to go all the way to the boundary. It's going to be 4 runs. So welcome to the finals, Trishan Ramroop. He's welcomed with a healthy 4. Ramroop continues right arm over the wicket, pushed this one a bit more wide on that off stump line. Ball just played down to the man in deep cover for a single to rotate the strike and bring Mahes into the attack. So Mahes is going to face off his first delivery against Trishan Ramroop. This one driven in the same area. Almost slipping out the hand of the fielder there, a deep cover. Almost sneaking past him to the boundary. A bit of a scare to the fielders and the bowlers of the Allstar squad. He does send his apologies. He didn't give away any extras though, luckily. Have to remember that with that wet ball, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to the fielders. Keeping that ball dry. Getting that ball to stick into the hands. Driving at this one. It finds its way behind the keeper. And they're going to scamper through for a quick single. So going through his over pretty quickly. Trishan Ramroop. Just one delivery remaining in his first over for this inning. And just blanketing it to that short mid-wicket position for a quick single. So that's going to complete 13 overs. And the score is going to move up to 86 for the loss of 3 wickets. G1 Ramrup continuing from that southern end. Good first delivery in that over. Batsman swinging and missing. That ball in that just outside that off stump, getting that extra bounce. Quite a challenge at this time. He's giving himself room and he's swiveling on this to this one, pulling it onto the leg side, and it goes all the way for 6 runs. Timing it well, just waiting on it, stepping across, giving himself that room, and making good connection, middling that ball. Goes all the way for 6. So that now pushes the score up to 92 for 3 in the 14th over. Things pumped here at the Cunaripo ground. Keeping the atmosphere pumped, keeping the fans hyped, keeping the supporters well entertained, keeping things warm here. This one, it's a no ball. So the bowler's looking to exploit that extra bounce. Have to be very careful. And this time he's driving at it, and he drives well. And it goes way back into the cover region, and it's a second 6 for the over. Just look at Anderson Mahes picking up on the line of that ball early, opening the face of the bat, and guiding that ball way over the road into the cover region. So Mahes now looking to free up those arms and work at that strike rate. So things becoming waxing warm here at the Cunaripo ground. And this final matchup. Knight Raiders in the attack here. Putting the pressure back on to the Allstars. This one again. Ball short. Just guided to that man at third man. And he's going to settle for the single. And allow Suklal into the strike to have a stab at these last 2 deliveries of Ramrup's third over. They are well now into that 14th over of this inning. And Suklal, he's swinging at this one wide. It takes the top edge and it's going to go all the way to the boundary in the third man area. It's going to be 4 runs. And what an expensive over this has been for G1 Ramrup and the Allstars. Conceiving 3 boundaries, 2 sixes and a 4 on this occasion, with still 1 ball remaining. The man at third man would have given chase, but would have been beaten by the ball in the end. The ball would have won that race. And that brings up the 100 for the Knight Raiders. A score now 104 for 3 in the 14th with 1 delivery remaining to complete this over. Will they keep the pressure up on G1 Ramrup? Or will he pull back on things with his last ball? And this one, he's swinging again. It takes the outside edge again. And it's going to race down to the boundary. However, with that outfield slow. With that outfield so slow. Although that outfield so slow, it still managed to cross that boundary line. Umpire would have signaled for. And with that boundary, it would have brought up the 50 for Steven Suklal. He now moves on to 51 after just 40 deliveries. Really, really good batting here by Suklal, building a good inning for the Knight Raiders. And he's getting the support on the other end from Anderson Mahes. Both of them middling, striking that ball really well. Getting the runs now to really light up at the Cunaripo ground here. So they are definitely bringing the action here to all of the supporters, all of the fans at the ground, and all of those who are locked on to 360 TV. So 14 complete now. It's 103. 108 for the loss of 3. 6 more to go. It's Trishan Ramrup who's going to continue. And he's on the back foot, cutting this one, but cutting it straight to the man at deep cover. It's just going to have to settle for that single. So the batsman definitely having a go at it, trying to put that pressure now onto the ball inside in these last 6 overs. Look at the heat things up a bit. This time he's cutting high over the inner circle, and it's going to go all the way over the boundary for 6 runs. So the intensity building now from the batting side, bringing the attack to the All-Star team. These 2 batsmen out here in the middle. They are looking to milk as much runs as they could get off of these last 6 overs. At 6, pushing that run, that total run on the board now to 115. This one given flight, picked up on the full, he swivels at this one, and he's going to take it all the way to the boundary for 6. And the umpire also signals a no ball. So that's going to be 7 runs. And he's going to have to bowl that one over. Picked up on it early. And just swiveled on it. So back-to-back boundaries. Back-to-back 6s. Another expensive over by the All-Stars team here. And he's stepping across the line, working it onto the leg side. And they are running really well between the wickets. They're going to come back for a second. Maybe just a bit of a fumble by the man out there in the deep. So runs hemorrhaging at this stage of the game. And the excitement building around the ground. This one driven straight back. The man at long off gives chase. He's going to restrict them just to a single. So just managing to pull back a little bit on the reins of those last couple deliveries. Only conceding 3 runs of the last 2. 2 deliveries still remaining in this over. Second over for Trishan Ramrup.
Everybody knows that. So them can't tell me nothing. Snitch on the way.
And he's driving. And it goes high, and it goes all the way over the ropes, over the man at long off for 6 runs. Just getting to the pitch of that delivery well and following through with an excellent shot. Almost taking out the chefs at the condiment stand. Would have seen some ketchup flying all over the place there with that 6. You could say it was a saucy 6. And very intelligent batting. Just pushing at this one to get the single and retain the strike. So 132 for 3 now after 15 complete. So now on the southern end, we're going to see a change in bowling. It's going to be Andy Mahes. So we are into our 16th over. Mahes right hand around the wicket. And he starts off with a wide. So maybe just a bit of nerves at play. Especially seeing these batsmen set and having a go at it. These batsmen shifting gears in the last couple overs. So the bowler will be mindful of that. And it's a better delivery this time. It's a swing and a miss from Mahes. From Anderson Mahes, that is. So it's Andy Mahes squaring up against Anderson Mahes. And this one is pulled. And it's pulled way into the leg side. It's going to go all the way for 6. May have cleared some branches on its way through. And it has to be the biggest 6 of the inning so far. And that 6 is going to push Anderson Mahes up to 35 now in just 19 deliveries. And it pushes the main score to 139. So it's definitely going to take some searching for that ball. That one would have gone way into the corner. Just to remind you, some of our sponsors here tonight. Our main sponsor, Preston Sam of Advanced Taxation. Also, Ronald's Professional Services. The next Eaton Place. Christopher Prasad and Family. Daffan Trading Company Limited. Genesis Industrial Solutions Limited. Prisan Hardware. Indras Garden Shop. ACI Electrical Services. And it's a good comeback by the bowler. 3 deliveries to go in this over. Andy Mahis. And he tries for the reverse shot. Ball strikes him on the pad. The appeal goes up and is given by the umpire. Leg before wicket. He has to go. Anderson Mahis has to walk. Trying to be innovative. And Andy Mahis gets a breakthrough here. 4 down now. Score 139. New batsman now replacing Mahis. It's going to be Ethan Ramsingh.
Nar.
Ethan Ramsundar. So let's see what Ramsundar is going to bring to the crease. And he's driving straight back past the bowler. And he's going to get off the mark with a single. Bringing the set batsman Steven Suklal to face off the last delivery of Andy Mahis' first over. Just working this one off the hips down to the fine leg region. And he's going to come back for a comfortable couple. Working the ball well off his hips there of that last delivery. So now it's $140 for the loss of 4 wickets. Ramsundar pushing us at this one. Straight to fielder. It's going to be a dot ball. Timothy now on his third over. Bonus one quicker into the batsman, who's working it onto the mid-wicket area. Who's take a quick single, rotate that strike. Trying to sweep at this one. Doesn't get much bat on it, but still manages to work it away on the leg side for a single. Just back with a square leg. Ramson are swinging at this one. It's a swing and a miss. 2 more to go. And it's over for Timothy. Timothy moving through his over pretty quickly. That one a dot delivery. Just 1 ball remaining now for Timothy to complete his third. Timothy had bowled a good spell so far. Just 17 he would have conceded. This one driven straight back to Timothy, and it ends this over with a dot ball. So a good over from Timothy. The score after the completion of 17 overs, it's 144 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Thank you very much.
We're going to see Andy Mahias now continuing from the southern end. Mahias is going to be coming right arm over the wicket. The second over. Oh, and he cleans him up. It takes the center stump out. And Suklal, after a good knock, he will have to go. Just chopping Suklal. Suklal coming back at that one. Probably just keeping a bit low. I would have uprooted that middle stump. Suklal, who has had an excellent knock, would have contributed 69 runs overall in his knock for this inning. He gets a round of applause by his team and the supporters in the stands. Batsman replacing him is going to be Warren Phillip. So Mahias picks up his second wicket here this afternoon. Second wicket for the night in his spell in just his second over. So the Night Raiders are now down by 5 wickets. Warren Phillip, left-handed batsman. So we're going to see Phillip facing off his first delivery. And He's driving this one into the onside. Straight down, but there's protection. There's a man down at long on. He's going to get off the mark with a single. Bringing Ram Sundar into strike. So we have another right-hand, left-hand combination at the wicket. Ram Sundar is swinging at this one. It's a swing and a miss. So Mahesh is going to get a dot. Not a bad over so far by Mahesh. Only conceded 11 runs thus far and picking up 2 wickets. And Mahesh on his second over. Pushing this one into the offside, into the gap. It's going to take a single. They're going to rotate that strike now. Try to get those runs ticking on that scoreboard. Take those singles when the singles are given. He's hitting this one back, straight back past the bowler with a flat bat. Batsman just outside his crease. And the bowler, very sharp. That's completing the stumping. So, after that stumping, it's 6 wickets down now. Ram Sundar has to go. Ram Sundar is going to be replaced by Johansson Gajadar. The score now 146 for the loss of 6 wickets. We are into the 18th over. This one on the full. Just working it down to that man. A deep mid wicket for a single. And that single is going to complete the 18th over. Score now 147 for the loss of 6 wickets. It's 2 more overs remaining in this innings. Into the 19th, and it's going to be Akil Timothy. He's going to be bowling the final over of his spell. And this one pulled away into the onside, and they got good running hard at that first run. They're going to come back for the second. So they're going to get a couple of that first delivery. Timothy's fourth and final over of his spell. It's a left-handed Philippine strike. And again, pulling at this one, but pulling, there's a man at the deep square leg position. He's going to get a single here. So it's going to bring the new batsman into the strike, Johannesson Gajadar. He's going to be facing off his first delivery. So 2 left-handers in the crease now for these last 2 overs of the inning. And it's going to be a wide. He's going to have to bowl that one again. At this stage of the game, the bowlers need to keep it tight. Can't afford to give away those extras. Can't afford to relieve the pressure off the batsmen out in the middle. And he's swinging at this one, hitting it hard and hitting it hard back over mid-off it goes, and it goes all the way for 6 runs. So Gajara is going to get off the mark, and he's going to get off the mark in powerful style with a 6. So Gajara definitely is going to show, he is definitely showing his intentions here with these last couple overs in hand. He's looking to make the most of it, get as most runs as he could. And again, just giving himself room, and he's swinging at this one, and he's pulling it way, way back past the man at fine leg. It's going to be another big 6 tonight here. And it's Gajara again on the attack, bringing the heat and putting the pressure on the All-Stars. Showing his display of confidence and power through his batting here tonight. So after those 2 massive 6s, let's see how Akil Timothy intends to respond here. A better length. Umpire signaling leg byes. The scamper through for a single. So last delivery for Timothy's spell. Already would have conceived 2 6s in his over. And he's struck, and he's struck hard. Hard to the leg side, and it goes all the way for 6. Philip finishes that over with another massive 6, a flat 6 hit powerfully across the ground. And with that 6, it's going to bring the score after the completion of 19 overs to 170 for the loss of 6 wickets. 1 over to go in this inning. And the Knight Raiders are progressing well and progressing powerfully as they put down a very, very substantial score here this evening at this finals, this T20 finals at the Cunaripo ground, East Trinidad. So Ramrup is going to bowl a last over. That first delivery. We could see Phillips swinging at that one and missing. Looking to swing and swing hard. Didn't make connection. But his intentions were clear, definitely. Had he picked up with that one, it would have been over the trees on the leg side. Again, swinging, board keeping low, and they scamper through for the bye. And they complete the bye successfully. Good hard running. Just stealing a bye under the nose of the wicketkeeper and the bowler there. That bye will push them up to 171 now. 4 balls remaining in this inning. And he's driving at this one, driving at it well. It's going to race all the way down through the offside. And it's going to race all the way for 4 runs. Just opening the face of the bat and dissecting the field at point position there as it runs all the way for another boundary. 175, 3 deliveries remaining now in this final over of this first inning. How would Ramrup respond? Oh, and he's flicking up on the leg side, straight to the man at square leg, but put down. He couldn't hold on to it. So just a half a chance there. And he's dropped. The batsman run through for a single. Score pushes up again now. It's 176 for 6. 2 deliveries remaining. Swinging at this one. Striking on the pad. The appeal goes up and the umpire gives. So G1 Ramrup gets his man. Gets his 3rd wicket. Gets him LBW leg before trapping him square in front of the wicket. He has to go. So to face the last delivery of the inning. New batsman Aaron Mahes. Just 1 ball. 1 delivery to go. Mahes will definitely be going in there to give it his all. It's all or nothing in this last delivery. Let's see how G1 Ramrup intends to finish his over and finish this last delivery in this inning. He comes up, he bowls and he swings, he pulls hard at it, and it's just 1 bounce to the square leg boundary, and it goes all the way for 4 runs. So after the completion of 20 overs, the score now 180 for the loss of 7 wickets. A substantial score on the board, and the All-Star cricket team will require 181 runs here for victory at the Cunaripo ground at this finals. This final as a square off the Knight Raiders versus the All-Stars. So 181 for victory. We take a short intermission and we come back to you live with the action here at 360 TV. So we take the short break and we catch you just Yes, folks, pleasant good night to all our viewers locked on to 360 TV. We are back here live from the Cunaripo Recreation Ground with the T20 finals, the Cunaripo Sports and Cultural Club in collaboration with Preston Sam. Facing off in this finals here is the All-Stars versus the Night Raiders. The Night Raiders would have bat the first inning, putting 180 on the board, so it's 181 for victory here as the All-Stars kick off their inning at the crease. Already taking a single, getting off the strike. First batsman, Christian Ramrup. So it's Andy Mahies, new batsman at the crease. $181 for victory. Quite a solid score put down by the Night Raiders here. So let's see what reply the All-Stars have in stock here for us tonight, for your viewing, for your entertainment pleasure. This Cunaripo Recreation Ground, it's packed to capacity with fans and supporters of both sides. Bowler in the attack right now. We have seen him with a beautiful display with the bat in hand. He is now into the bowling attack. It's Stephen Suklal. Suklal bowling left arm over the wicket. That ball just leaving the left-handed batsman, and he would have just left it alone. Just feeling out, looking at what that ball is doing here tonight. This extra humidity. Pacers may just get some movement of that ball. That new ball. And it takes the outside edge. It takes a thick outside edge. But it goes over the infield and falls in no man's land. Sukla will be happy to see that. Being able to get that outside edge early of the batsman. Umpire signaling a bye. They would have just come through for a bye. And he's making connection with us to go straight up into the air. Three fielders run after it. And they managed to pull it back just before it reaches the boundary line. Batsman picking up a couple there on that occasion. The previous delivery, umpire signaling byes. I'm not quite sure why. There was connection, bat onto ball. Nevertheless, fielders doing a good job in that last delivery. Saved a definite boundary. Good solid stroke play through the offside there. Fielder making a good attempt to restrict them just a single. And that will complete the first over by Stephen Suklal. 5 runs off it. And the ball is rolling here in the second innings as the All-Star team get 5 runs on the board. See a continuation of pace from the southern end. It's going to be Johansson, left arm over the wicket. Johansson Gajadar. There's a short, fine leg, short third man. Man in the gully. Oh, this ball just zipping past the batsman. The batsman wasn't quite sure what happened there. Just pitching and cutting back into him. generating a good amount of pace here, Gajada. So a very fiery start from Gajada. Again, just ripping it through to the keeper. Gajada, who has had a good tournament so far, striking the wicket on a good few occasions prior to this matchup. He would have been one of the leading wicket takers for the Knight Raiders. And this one, bouncing and pitching, it would have connected the batsman. I'm not sure if the batsman is all right here. As the medics rush onto the field, that extra bounce. Well, it's unfortunate. Christian Ramrup has been deemed unfit to continue by the umpires after being struck with that ball. He will be replaced by Tariq Richards. He will be the new batsman replacing Christian Ramrup. Tariq, left-handed batsman. Two deliveries remaining in this first over by Jonathan Gajada. Gajada starting his over very fiery. Good pace by the young left-hander. And Jajara continues with the pace. He's flashing at this one. It takes the top edge and runs down to the third man area. The fielder gets a hand to it, but just couldn't hold on to it. He was running back, trying to secure that catch. Very, very difficult. And they managed to get a couple off of that delivery. So Tariq immediately off the mark. Last ball in Gajada's first over. And this one just pushed into the offside. Thinking about that single, but just deciding against it in the end. He's going to finish this over with a dot, conceding just 3 off his first over. There was a no ball in this over, so still 1 remaining. Bounce and height. It's another no ball. He'll have to reload. This one rolling through to the keeper. Pitching and not bouncing at all. Just hitting maybe a dead spot on the matting. First delivery of its kind for the night. Final legal delivery of his over tonight, Gajara. Only 4 of it so far. And he's going to finish strong with that dot. So just 4 off his first over, Gajara. 2 complete now. It's 13 for the loss of no wickets. Just Christian Ramrup would have retired hurt in that last over. We hope that he is okay to continue later on in this inning. But for now, Tariq Richards is a man who will replace him. Mahes punches this one through the offside as Suklal continues from the northern end. It's going to bring Tariq into strike. Tariq Richards is going to face his first ball against Steven Suklal here tonight. We're coming to you live from the Cunaripo Recreation Club, the Cunaripo Recreation Ground, East Trinidad. Richard is pulling at this one, but pulling straight to the man at square leg. Well, the All-Stars, the intentions are clear here. They are definitely going to have a go at it early. It's a substantial score that they are going after, 181 for victory. So they can't allow for those runs to pile up on them. This one played softly onto the onside, deciding against a run in the end. And we could see that the Night Raiders, they are moving through their overs very quickly. Not allowing for the batsman to settle. Not allowing for the batsman to think. Again, just pushing, but pushing softly. Not managing to get it away or penetrate that inner field. It's a packed offside field. Just two men on the leg side for Suklal. There's a man at mid-on and one at short fine leg. And he's swinging at this one. It's a swing and a miss. It's a big heave. You could see the players out in the middle. They're very passionate about their cricket. 100% efforts into their actions here. This time he's driving through the cover region. There's a man in the deep. He's going to cut it off, restrict it to just a single. And with that single, it would bring the last delivery of Suklal's over. And after the completion of 3, it's 15 for the loss of no wickets. Johannesson Gajada is continuing from the southern end. It's going to be a wide, just a bit too wide on the offside on this occasion. He's going to have to reload that one. And this quite a bit of pace he's generating here. The batsmen find it difficult to pick those deliveries. Shooting past the batsman, straight through to the keeper. It's going to be another dot delivery here. This time he's driving, pushing it through the cover region. And the fielders do well to recover that ball, restricting them to just a couple. So saving 2 runs there, the fielders doing quite a good job. 3 deliveries remaining in his over. And he's trying to play it off the legs, striking him on a pad. But would have maybe just be drifting down the leg side. Umpire is going to signal a leg by as they scamper through for a single. Have to run all the runs that they could run here. Quite a bit of a load on the board. 181 for victory. 3 overs gone already into the 4th. Just 2 deliveries remaining to complete the 4th. So they'll definitely be trying to pick up the pace here and get those boards, get those balls on the board, get those runs on the board. Good width, back off a length and good pace, getting that ball to pitch and bounce and lift. They're trying to cut at it, but can't seem to find that ball, the batsman here on this occasion. Andy Mahis, the batsman in strike, the left-handed batsman in strike. Cutting at it square into the point region. And it's just going to be a single to end the over. And that is going to bring the score up to 20 for the loss of no wickets after 4 complete. Well, into his 3rd now from the northern end. This one driven back and driven to the man at long off for a single. Bringing Tariq Richards, the left-handed Tariq Richards, into strike. 2 lefties at the crease. And he's cutting at this one, cutting past the man at point. But there's protection there. No run taken. It's going to be a dot delivery. So the weather has held up here nicely tonight for a lovely night of cricket. This T20 final. And pulling at this one. Straight to the man at short mid-wicket. Just in front of square. Square leg. Just 2 men on the leg side. It's a packed offside field. And very innovative. He's walking across the line and playing this one fine. Down to fine leg area. And he's going to run hard for a comfortable couple. It's going to be 2 runs off that delivery. Batsman taking good initiative. Walking across the line and manufacturing runs out of that delivery. So excellent batting here by Tariq Richards. Trying to drive at that, taking the bottom edge. And there's protection at that 3rd man area. It's not going to get any runs there. It's going to be another dot delivery. So a good over so far. This one by Stephen Suklal. Just 3 runs off it so far. Last one remaining. And it's going to finish strongly with a dot delivery. Good over by the Knight Raiders. And it's only going to be 3 off that over, bringing the score now to 23 after 5 gone. It's going to be the fiery left-hander, Jonathan Gajada, to continue from the southern end. Facing off is going to be Andy Mahes at the crease. And he's lofting this one into the offside. He's going to run a quick single here to bring Richards into strike. Just one fielder on the leg side, just one man. One man at long on. Driving again at this one. Can't get that ball away. So good bowling. Good support by the fielders. So bringing the attack to the batting side here is the Knight Raiders cricket team. Squeezing these batsmen at the crease. Doing a good job keeping the runs down. Haven't penetrated this open batting attack here as yet. But a good economy rate by the bowlers. Again, pace, but it keeps low. It beats the batsman. It beats the keeper. And it finds its way to the boundary. It's going to be 4 wides. Signaled by the umpire. So it's going to take the pressure here off the score. The score trickles up now to 29 after that delivery. And just working this one into the leg side area. There's that protection, that man at long on. Just going to restrict it to a single. I've also placed a fielder now at deep fine leg. Very wide fine leg position. Driving this one straight back past the bowler to that man at mid-off. And they're going to come through for a single. So getting that rotation of strike now and getting those singles. Manufacturing those runs and getting that scoreboard to finally tick. Pushes the score up to 31. 2 deliveries remaining in this over for Gajada. Gajada pounds this one. It's short. It takes the edge. The keeper gives chase but couldn't make ground. Couldn't reach it in the end. It falls in no man's land. And he's going to get away with that one. Very lucky on that occasion. Falling just out of the reach of the keeper. Quite a bit of ground for him to make to reach that ball. One remaining in the over. And this one is wide again, and it's going to go for 4 wide. So this is good. It's proven to be an expensive over. Giving away 3 runs on 2 occasions here. Just easing the pressure off the batting side. Missing his line twice here now for the over is Gajada. Probably just compromising his accuracy for pace on those 2 occasions. He needs to bring his focus back. He lines it up better, cuts this one and goes straight to the man backward of point. And he's going to end the over with a dot. So after 6, it's going to be 36 for the loss of no wickets. That run rate 6 and over. And 6 complete now, moving at a good pace. Let's see how this inning is going to progress. Aaron Mahis, new bowler to the attack. His first ball driven back past him. But good work by the man at long off to cut off that boundary there. Just restricted it to a single. Excellent work. Putting his body on the line. Warren Phillip, the man at long off. Excellent work by him there. Richards driving this one straight back pass. Aaron again for a single. So there's protection in the deep. There's a deep square leg. A long on, long off. A deep. A man in the deep in the cover region. This time he's on the back foot. He's lofting this one just in front of the man at long on. They're going to take a easy single. Going to rotate that strike again. Again on the back foot. Cutting it to the man at point. Good fielding. Keeping it tight. Keeping those dot deliveries secure. Could see those supporters around the field, those fans. This one pitching and kicking up a bit. A little bit of extra bounce, who may have just surprised the batsman there. So a good tight opening over by Aaron Mahis, only conceding 3 so far with 1 delivery to go in his first over. And the Knight Raiders, a strong display of bowling and fielding here tonight in this T20 final. He's down on one knee and trying to sweep at that one, but finishing strong is Mahis with a dot delivery, just conceding 3 from that over. It's going to complete 7. The score 39 for the loss of no wickets. And it's going to be a change of bowling now from the southern end. It's going to be Vashish Maharaj. The man in strike. Andy Mahis. Vashish Maharaj right hand around the wicket. He's swinging at it. The umpire signal buys. That one beating the edge of the batsman and beating the keeper as well. And they're going to run a couple buys on that occasion. Swinging again. And swinging hard. And they're going to take another bye. I'm not sure what's going on with the wicket's keeper. I don't think he's seen that ball really well off of this over by Vashish. Just missing out on these first couple of deliveries. This one striking the pad of the batsman. It's a half-hearted appeal. Umpire definitely not interested. So, a good display of bowling by Maharaj. This one pulled onto the onside. There's a man at deep mid-wicket. They're going to come through for a single. And 42 now. 43 now in the 8th over. They're definitely going to need to pick up the pace now. Because it's 181 they need to go after. This one flighted. Missed on the full. Beating the keeper yet again. And they're going to come through. They're going to run another bye. Well, there must have been an edge on that one. Umpire didn't signal any buys. So maybe taking up a whisker off the bat there. That dot is going to complete Maharaj's first over. It's 8 gone now, 44 for no wickets. And now it's going to be a matchup. In the 9th over, it's going to be Aaron Mahis against Andy Mahis. Starts off strong with a dot. Oh, and he's connecting with this one. It goes up in the air, high up into the air. The man settles on it and takes a brilliant catch. And that's the first wicket to penetrate that opening batting attack. And it's congratulations from all the teammates appreciating the efforts on the long on boundary. Picking on it and going up high into the air. Batsman settling and completing an excellent catch in the end. That was Christian Ramkisoon doing that amazing work. A long on position. A new batsman coming into the crease. It's going to be Sam. Unless they incomplete the DMH. Ricardo Sam, the new batsman into the crease, is a right-hander. Ricardo Sam, a very a big gentleman. We'll be hoping to see some big shots from him as the All-Stars needs to get going here. Approaching almost a halfway mark in this inning. And well left alone by Sam. Sam just looking to see what Aaron Mahes is doing with that ball. So let's see if he's going to pick it on the second delivery. Umpire calls a dead ball. The DJ's hand must have slipped there on that occasion. And this time Sam is playing it through the offside. There's a man down there, deep cover position. He's going to get off the mark with a single. So Aaron Mahes, right arm orthodox, turning that ball away from the left-handed Richards. And he's working it onto the leg side. Good hard running. They run the first single hard. They refuse the second. So it's going to be Sam facing up once again. Let's see if he could get this one away. They need to find the gaps. They need to find some way of putting those runs on the board, because the pressure is going to be mounting on this batting side by this All-Star side here this evening. Every dot delivery that is bowled keeps mounting pressure onto the batting side. And this one bowled and keeping low. A swing and a miss. It's going to be a dot delivery to complete Mahes' second over. Only conceding 5 runs with a wicket. And now it's 9 overs complete. The score is 46 for the loss of 1 wicket. Bashish Mirage to bowl the 10th over from the southern end. It's Richards facing. So almost half of the overs gone. And just about quarter of the runs put on the board. Pushing it onto the leg side for a single. Bringing Sam into strike. Something has to give here. The batsman needs to get at it at this stage. It's now or never. It's just about a quarter of the total runs required on the board here. Just making minor adjustments to the field here. Want to make sure that their field is set and correct for the right-handed Sam. Mirage continues. This one picked up on the full, but there's protection in that deep cover region there. Only going to get a single. Richards is swinging at this one. It strikes him on the pad. There's a half-hearted appeal. No runs taken in the end. Umpire not interested there. Must have struck him outside that leg stump line. Richards, he's trying to get that ball away, but just can't connect at the moment. Again, he's heaving at it. It takes a tip-top edge. It goes high up into the fielder, settles, and he secures the catch. Richards has to go for just 11 runs. And again, they make that breakthrough. It's now going to bring the score to 48 for the loss of 2 wickets now in this 9th over. And with the fall of that wicket, the umpire is going to call for the drinks break. So we are going to take a short break as well, and we're going to bring you back to the live action here at the Cunaripo ground in this T20 final matchup. The Night Raiders against the All-Stars cricket team. So stay tuned, folks, as we catch you in just a short moment. And the action is going to recommence for you here live from 360 TV from the Cunaripo Recreation Ground. And after the fall of that last wicket, the first ball here after the break, it's another wicket. That was a very, very soft dismissal. Just chipping the ball up in the air, straight back to the bowler. So 2 wickets now in this over for Barnwell. Excellent bowling. This one may have just gotten a little bit extra bounce off the surface, taking the batsman high on the bat and straight into the hands of Barnwell. So another one has to go. 3 wickets down now for 48 and 1 ball still to go in Barnwell's first over. Akil Timothy, the new batsman to replace, is coming to the attack.
They're very experienced. Meaning, they can hit you after the middle. And then all those years of experience will be needed for life. For sure, himself and his family will be putting them in a partnership. Replace them and have to delivery.
This one is driven to the offside, and he's going to get off the mark immediately with a single. Oh, it's 10 complete. It's halfway into the inning, and the score is 49 for the loss of 3 wickets. A run rate required 13.2. So the batsmen out in the middle need to get a go at it. New bowler from the northern end is going to be Bob into the attack. Left arm around the wicket. Zipping this one through to the keeper. He starts off strong with a dot delivery. Jamal Bob. A slip and play for him. This one keeping a bit low. A tight line just outside that off stump. A swing and a miss by the batsman. So 2 dot deliveries now in a row. And the pressure increases as the bowling side tightens their grip with these dot deliveries. And from one keeping low to one pitching and kicking off the surface. And it's 3 dots in a row now here for Jamal Bob. Akil can't get that ball away. And just cramping him for space there. But good running as a scamper through for a quick single. It's going to dismantle his chances of a maiden. But good over so far. Just a single from it. 2 legal deliveries remaining. And again outside that off stump line. Very quick wicket to wicket. Bowling pretty tight there. This one keeping a bit low. Another dot 4 dots and a single now. And this one is struck straight into the hands of the man at long on. And it's a wicket. It's a wicket for Jamal Bob. And Ricardo Sam has to go. And he has to go for just a few runs. If you look at that one again, got to the pitch of it, but just didn't get enough onto it. That made it easy work for that man at long on. And after that wicket, it's now 4 down for 50 runs. New batsman replacing G1 Ramrup. He comes into the non-strikers end. That would have completed 11 overs. 50 on the board now for the All-Stars. Akil is striking at this one and he's hitting it straight to the man at deep cover position. Straight into his hands and he has to go for just 2 runs. So wickets falling all around now and in rapid succession. That's going to be 50 for 5 down now. So I'll look at that again. Just giving it the width. And picking it straight into the hands of the man on the boundary line. So now 2 new batsmen at the crease. New batsman to replace. It's going to be Russell. Russell or Roscoe. So that was the first ball in his second over, Brandon Barnwell. Taking that wicket at this one, a half a chance. Just going past that man there in mid-wicket. And those guys are putting their bodies on the line on the boundary rope to recover that ball. And they would have managed to secure a couple of runs with a half a chance at a wicket in that delivery. So Russell is off the mark. This time just outside that line of off stump. It's a swing and a miss. Making a few minor adjustments to the field. Just strengthening up that offside field a bit. Bringing a man into point. And an extra man into the cover region. This one's shorter. Outside the line of off stump. Batsman running quickly through the wicket for a single. Into the 12th over at the moment. The score 53 for 5 down. One of the fielders just injuring himself. It would seem that the substitute is coming into play here to take over for him. Two remaining in the second over for Barnwell. And we could see a drizzle on the field at the moment. Just a light drizzle. They come through for a quick single off of that delivery. That was the last delivery of Barnwell's second over. It's 12 complete now. The score 54 for the loss of 5 wickets. And what a beautiful shot of the rain there. And we can see that drizzle fading. Jamal Bob is going to continue from the northern end. Left arm around. Oh, and this one gets extra bounce. It bounces past the batsman, past the keeper. They run back for 2. And it's going to be 2 byes. A stiff return by the keeper to the bowler's end. Striking the bowler very, very powerfully. Being struck on his hand very powerfully. And he's smacking this one to the man at long off. And a misfield. This one will go all the way for 4 runs. Well, the batsmen need to get a move on with things here, because it's a lot of runs to be put on the board in these last 8 overs. And also it's forecasted for quite a bit of rain, so they'll need to get through these overs quickly if they have any intentions of completing this match here tonight. And it's stumps all over the place. It makes a good comeback. And the captain has to go. And we see the covers coming onto the field. The umpires call for the covers. And the rain now getting a bit heavier. It's going to halt play. So as the covers come onto the field, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back to you with a bit of update on the action here in the T20 finals. So, folks, after rain has brought a decisive decision by both captains and umpires by Duckworth Lewis system, the victors of this Cunaripo Sport and Cultural Club T20 tournament finals here this evening, the victors emerging tonight, it's going to be the Knight Raiders. They have emerged victorious, putting 180 on the board and restricting the All-Stars after 12 overs, taking 6 wickets, restricting them to just 60 runs by Duckworth Lewis system. The Knight Raiders have been the victors here tonight. They have won this T20 tournament. So it's been congratulations around within the teams and their supporters. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings the curtains down here tonight from the Cunaripo Sports Facility. And we at 360 TV, it has been our pleasure bringing this broadcast to you, bringing the action live to you. So to all those locked on and listening, to all those viewing, and to all the supporters that have turned out here tonight, we wish you a pleasant good night. And also all those who have to make their journeys home and commute back to their homes, we wish you a safe drive to respective homes. So a pleasant good night to you, and see you live at our next event.